on. Now today we go discuss some of these CIA tricks that they got for the masses, so-called brainwash, controlling the human being brain. A lot of people don't really understand that the so-called military, the army, all they use is guinea pig right there. You understand? That's what the army is about. Most of the time they're not fighting no damn war. It's nothing but fake they give the masses. They recruit those people so they could use them as guinea pig. And just in case you're dumb, go ahead and do your check and see what's going on. Almost every trickery they give you or everything experiment they tried out on those army folks first. Of course, everything, people. Just go ahead and check. And the CIA is a big part of dumbing down the masses. That's why they're here. And we go get into the so-called mind control by the CIA where they started this shit from. Let's get in.
In the wake of World War II, the U.S. government...
You hear that? World War II, people. In the wake of World War II. And you're never gonna get it. I already told you, every single experiment that you see them push on man right now, processed food and everything, cigarettes, if you want to go back all the way, they tried out on these so-called military folks in the army. No doubt about it. They use them as guinea pig, fool them that they're fighting against other countries. Just guinea pig.
Engaged in a large number of secret medical experiments designed to help win the Cold War.
You hear that? Secret medical experiment to win the Cold War. The Cold War is a hoax. They use that to run a whole lot of psyops on the masses, including experiments. You understand? This is how they know how to control a human being, know how you think and everything by these experiments right here that they work on the fucking army folks.
Developing techniques for mind control to create a so-called Manchurian candidate.
Yeah, that Manchurian candidate, just like the fucking movie. That's how they do it, people. 100% in. They're brainwashing the masses literally with these programmings.
What is the extent of these brainwashing experiments? How did the CIA become involved in such far-reaching?
And if you notice, the CIA got the eagle on it, people, just like the Freemasonry, and it got the stars right there. Don't be dumb. The star to make the sun ray. That's why they give you this kind of star, because it's also the sun ray. You understand? Wake up.
And disturbing research. In May 1953, scientists at Porton Down are researching one of the most lethal nerve agents known to man, sarin.
Most lethal nerve agent known to man. And it's an experiment. What I don't tell you, go back.
In May 1953, scientists at Porton Down are researching one of the most lethal nerve agents known to man, sarin. The experiments are conducted on military volunteers.
You hear that? Military volunteer. But what you gotta understand, they volunteer without knowing. That's what you need to know. Get it to your head, people. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. No doubt about it.
But the young servicemen have no idea what they are letting themselves in for.
On the board there was...
If you look behind him, you see 618 for your 69 coding and the dumb math.
A separate notice typed, which said in so many words, volunteers wanted to help find a cure for the common cold.
You hear that? Volunteer wanna find the fucking cure for a common cold. You see how they do it? Just like how they fool you with the flu vaccine. You never understand. You feel like you're gonna stop you from having the flu. And guess what? Now that the flu season so-called coming in, you know much people they're gonna drag into that flu vaccine. You believe it's real? It's just experiment on the human being. That's all it is. It got nothing to do with no flu.
By volunteering, Ken Earl becomes an unsuspecting guinea pig in the war against the Soviets.
Wow.
On May 4th, at Porton Down, he and 5 other Air Force men are led into a small room.
That's 6, okay?
By 2 technicians.
We were told by the 2 men to roll up the left sleeve. These 2 men then took 2 pieces of material and they taped them to our forearm. They then gave us each a respirator and that we were not, under any circumstances, to take off the respirator.
A respirator and they can't take it off.
And the door was sealed behind us. It was very, very pokey, a small building. And I found out since it was a gas chamber.
Of course, this is how they tell the masses to believe in the dumb shit. You understand? That's why they use these characters so-called telling their stories. It's not real. You understand? They're never gonna let you know what they're really doing. But I told you, all army folks guinea pig on the masses. And the mind control, they have to try it out on them first. That's just how it is.
Which puts the fear of death into you, of course. This technician, with a vial and a pipette, went round each of us, and he dripped onto this pieces of material 20 drops in 2 rows.
20 drop a piece on the arm where they put that thing on.
The clear liquid is sarin nerve agent.
The clear liquid, people, the same way the vaccine is clear. You got it? That's experiment on the dumb masses. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna put something in your body to cure something that you don't have. That's wrong, people. You're dumb for doing that. The vaccine's supposed to cure something that you don't have. Supposedly prevent you from getting something for years and years and years. It's something that they plant in your body. The same clear liquid that these guys so-called get. You see? Of course, the same shit.
Material. 20 drops in 2 rows.
The clear liquid is sarin nerve agent. It is quickly absorbed into the arm through the skin.
It absorbed to the skin, people.
The effects are immediate.
I became absolutely claustrophobic. I didn't know what sheer terror there is in being trapped and not being able to breathe properly. You feel you can't breathe. I was sweating profusely. And I now, even today, have nightmares about it. After half an hour, we were released, gasping, and spluttering, and sweating into the open air.
And later on, they tell you that when a soldier come home, post-traumatic stress disorder. Why? It's nothing but work. They work on their brain, people. All they do is work experiment on them. That's what it is, 100%.
Beautiful sunny May morning. Absolute bliss. What a wonderful thing to be alive.
Every fucking day is May. January, February, May.
March.
Okay. Let's go back.
Sunny May morning. Absolute into the open air. Beautiful sunny May morning. Absolute bliss. What a wonderful thing to be alive.
The corresponding paperwork clearly states the purpose of the experiment is to determine the lethal dose of sarin. After the Korean War, disturbing new
After the Korean War, people. Here we go again.
intelligence reaches Washington. Hundreds of American troops are still being held captive, subjected to brainwashing experiments, and then killed. Hundreds of American troops are still being held captive, subjected to brainwashing experiments, and then killed. Mind control research back home intensifies. The new goal is to cause an individual to become subservient to an imposed control, to the point.
And that's what I try to tell you, people. Most of those soldiers, of course, they don't know what's going on. They're brainwashed into doing whatever you see them doing. And of course, they're gonna come back knowing what they do is wrong. But I told you, that fuck him up in the head. No doubt about it.
Where he will perform acts against his will and then have no memory of the act.
Yes, but he will have no memory of the act. Wow, you see that right there, people? Go back.
And then have no memory of the act. The search for a real-life Manchurian candidate begins. To produce such an assassin, the CIA faces 2 main challenges. How to induce amnesia and how to program in new behavior. In 1957, Dr. Ewan Cameron.
And just in case you're dumb, people, you see TV, radio, all of this shit that they give you, even your cell phone, tablets, computer, those are what they use to mind control the people now. Okay? That's all it is. They don't need nothing else. Everybody say, oh, Mag, why would they make this fake shit? Why would they do this? Why would they do that? It's a part of the mind fuck that they give the masses. That's just the brainwash that they give you. You understand? It got to be mixed up with a lot of trauma, which is all hoaxes that they give the masses. That's brainwash. You understand? They don't have to hook you up to a machine no more. They got all that equipment that you have right there in the palm of your hands, your phone, your TV, whatever. Of course, that's programming for the masses. A bigger brainwash that you could ever imagine. Big brainwash.
An eminent psychiatrist in Montreal believes he has the answers. Cameron applies his techniques under the guise of normal therapy.
It was a 3-part technique which started with an effort to wipe out past patterns of behavior And this was accomplished through the use of particularly intensive, repeated, high-level electroshocks until no more convulsions could be elicited from a patient.
Trust me, they don't do that no more, people. Even if they used to do it, they don't do that no more. You understand? They know how to brainwash you with the social medias and everything else that they got in place. Why you think it's there? Yes, traumatize the masses and brainwash you to think one way. That's how they do it.
Cameron then plays tape-recorded messages through helmets that are locked to his patients' heads. This psychic driving forces them to listen to repetitive statements for weeks on end to program in new behavior.
It's bullshit, people. They can do that with the Kardashians. That's how they do it. Why you think everybody getting a fake ass, fake titties, slap on hips, slap on lips, and everything else? That's brainwash. What do you think brainwash is? That's brainwash, people. Why you think they give you all these TV series? They could have just give you a movie, you watch it and gone about your business. But all the fucking programming's gonna be in series. So we keep you hold. Keep you on hold. Grab the control of the masses. You understand? Capture your mind and keep it going and going and going until you're programmed. You don't have to play something in your head in a damn helmet. They play it over and over in every rotation on the radio and the TV, so you'll get it.
The phase was to try to wipe out all recollection of what had happened, and that was accomplished by putting people to sleep for 30, 40 days, accompanied by different kinds of cocktails of drugs.
Yes, different cocktail of drugs. I already told you, people, the drugs is the media. You understand? That's what they use to brainwash you. They don't have to do this. They don't have to have you in a bed. They don't have to have a helmet strapped to you. This is all they need right here. The equipments that they give you, they call technology. Of course, it's working on your brain. I'm gone.